Hi fragrance community, my name is Michael and I'm Another Fraghead. Thanks for watching my first video. Now diving right into the review, this is on Falling into the Sea by Imaginary Authors. Now Imaginary Authors is a fantastic independent niche house that is no doubt second to none in creativity. Not only with the creation of fragrances, but in the marketing that represents each fragrance as well. Now if you're watching this video, more than likely you're already familiar with this house and their concept of each fragrance being based off of an imaginary book written by an imaginary author, and also providing a backstory for each one of them. Now Imaginary Authors is the brainchild of Josh Meyer, who's a fantastic perfumer and is just as cool and generous of a guy. Now below is a link to their website where you can see and read their creative narratives for each fragrance. Now admittedly, I'm not the guy that will grab a daring scent. I look for the crowd pleaser, and not even necessarily to please the crowd, although that's a plus, but because it's in line with my personal taste. I like smelling good, and for the most part, safe scents do the trick. Another reason I typically don't go for scents that you have to wear for a week before you appreciate it is because when other people judge you by your scent, they're judging you on a 3-second sample, not weeks. And fragrances are much like advertising. You have 3 seconds to make an impression, and that's it. And it's at that point that I differentiate the way that I judge a fragrance, either by a standard of people pleasing or a standard of a work of art that will more than likely be appreciated by complex, developed noses of fragheads. Now Imaginary Authors provides both types of fragrances, but no matter what I recommend, my recommendations will always be based on my personal taste, and I always recommend that you purchase sample sets from houses that you may be interested in before you make a decision for yourself. Falling into the Sea. Gentlemen, wow, I love this fragrance. Get ready to hop on the hype train because it's full steam ahead. Now the notes for Falling into the Sea are lemon, a whole lot of lemon, bergamot, grapefruit, lychee, tropical flowers, and the imaginary note of warm sand. Now, if you like fruity fragrances, especially if you like lemon, and you're looking to blind buy a fragrance even, that's right, I said blind buy. Look no further. As I said earlier, I generally recommend sampling, but truthfully, if your taste fits into the previously mentioned notes, especially lemon, there's no need for sampling. Falling into the Sea by Imaginary Authors is the truth. It's as good as the best citrus and safe scent fragrances on the planet in my humble opinion. I can go to a department store and sniff fragrances for an hour, which we've all done many times, and I would still be hard pressed to count on one hand the fragrances that are even comparable in smell and quality. Now most citrus frags are heavy on the orange and bergamot. Falling into the Sea is heavier on the lemon, but I definitely pick up the bergamot, grapefruit, and tropical flowers in the background. This is a unisex fragrance, like all fragrances in the Imaginary Authors line, but it still captures that masculine essence that we all love in the best men's citrus fragrances. I can tell you, gentlemen, without hesitation, this is a top 5 fragrance for me. Although I've only been in the FragCom for a limited amount of time, I've sampled and tested a lot of different fragrances, and this is an all-time favorite of mine personally. In the description below, I have a link to the page for Falling into the Sea on the Imaginary Authors website. Go try it out, or try out the whole sampler set while you're at it. But if you are looking for a blind buy and you like the scent of lemon, this is as safe of a blind buy as you will ever find. But again, it never hurts to sample. Let me know what you think of this house, what you think of this fragrance, or what your favorite fragrances from this house are. Thank you so much for watching my first video. Please subscribe, like, comment if you would like, and definitely check back with me soon. I have many more videos to come in the future.